right, Mercedes, we are back, and it's race day at Baku. You guys wanted me to show you the race setups before the actual Grand Prix. Here we go. We are on pole position with Lewis Hamilton because of the sprint race win. We are in fourth position with George Russell, meaning that we are going to split the strategies. Now, we've been going with the two-stop a lot, but here at Baku, the tire degradation doesn't seem to be that bad. So we're going to split the strats. With George Russell, we're going to start on the mediums, we're going to push like hell, and we're going to go to the soft tires somewhere around lap 30, and the opposite, the man sitting on pole position, I want him to have the fastest tires immediately. The softs to the mediums, and if we have to call an audible, we will. So let's get to the race. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the race at Baku. Lewis Hamilton on pole position, and it's lights out, and away we go. Get to the corner, Lewis. Get to the corner before Max Verstappen, and Lewis Hamilton has the race lead here at Baku. Good job, Lewis, as we're on board here with George Russell on the medium tires. Oh no, Carlos Sainz on those soft tires, and there you go. The power of the Ferrari with those soft tires, man. It's just too much. George Russell drops back to 6th. So we split the strategies. We have gone George Russell on the medium tires so that he can go long and guard against any undercut. And Lewis Hamilton is going to be on the softer tires so that we can try to get ahead and pull out that gap, all right? Don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what strategy was the best strategy to use, which is why the Twitch engineers and myself decided to split them up. Lewis Hamilton on pole position, give him those slick soft tires and see if we can get way out on front, and Russell is going to take a little bit of strategy, all right? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We showed great pace at the sprint, great tire management, great resource management, but now out in first, it's a completely different race. Now, Lewis Hamilton has been here, the British man, the 7-time world champion. I don't know how many constructors the guy won with freaking Mercedes, but this guy knows what he's doing. He loves looking at a wide open track on front of him. And good news is the two Red Bulls are on the medium tires behind him. So will Lewis be able to pull out that gap before the DRS kicks in, and maybe the Red Bulls then could guard the Ferrari and the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso, giving Lewis even more of a gap? This is actually shaping out to be pretty well, but look at George Russell, man. He is vulnerable to the soft tire runners. So George, the race is going to come back for you, my man. Don't worry about it. You got to try to stay in DRS of Alonso, but maybe we just let Leclerc get by George and let him pull us up to the Aston Martin. I don't know. On board again with Lewis. It's going to be Sergio Perez in second place. Man, that Red Bull battling for the Red Bull battling for the Drivers' Championship. Perez is up there just with Max Verstappen. We even got ourselves a little bit of a gap here. 1.3 seconds. Go, Lewis. Go, my man. If we can drop Max. So I want to push as hard as I can on these soft tires. There's no point in conserving them and allowing them to get back on the DRS track. The whole point is to pull out enough of a gap and then get that early pit stop, because the medium runners, they're going to be staying out a lot longer. So when I pit and I put on the fresh mediums, I'm going to be going so much faster than them. I get to pull out even more of a gap with an undercut. The problem is late. If they get a late safety car, or if they get a late virtual safety car, and they slip on those soft tires, man, they're going to be charging us from behind and the last, 10, 15 laps, right? So we're on board here. It's pretty straightforward. Let's do a little ×2 simulation. We got 51 laps to get through. But the tire degradation is not that bad here in Baku, so I think we can last. All right, so our battery has been drained. We've done the 2 laps. We only get about a lap and a half to 2 laps of battery, and then you got to bring it back to neutral. But I noticed that the computers like to use all their battery at the beginning as well. So Russell dropped back 2 points, but he's still in the DRS range, and Lewis is out on front. So we're not going to do any conserving with Lewis. We're pushing everything, all right? In fact, no, we want to just go aggressive with Lewis. Actually, do I want to push? See, now, Perez is going to probably overtake me here, because we want to get the 1-stop, so I can't be pushing those soft tires all the way. Here comes the DRS. Here comes the DRS. Sergio Perez in DRS range, going down the inside of Lewis Hamilton. Will he get the move done into turn 3? They're side by side. Well, what do I do here with Lewis? I got to keep pushing. We don't want that gap, that 2.5 from third to all of a sudden. Oh, but he's got the soft tires. Here comes Carlos Sainz. Here comes Carlos Sainz. All right. Let's start conserving a little bit. We're in the middle sector now. We are behind the soft tire runners that are beginning to slow down a little bit. Sergio Perez still the thorn in my side right here. I'm thinking I should just let Sergio Perez go. Into the castle section. Oh my god, these two maniacs. Into the castle section. Sergio Perez. I've never seen that in real life, man. That'll never happen in real life. Jeez, that road is so tight. It's crazy. All right, so really don't have the pace to pull away, and Carlos Sainz is going to be getting back. So the initial plan of pulling away and getting a gap, I don't think it's going to happen. Like Sergio Perez just won't go away, and he's on the medium tires, right? So now I'm starting to think about going long here. All right, so George Russell, you're doing fine. I might as well just start. Look at this. I cannot get away from him. And Carlos Sainz is 1.5 behind now. I don't know who's got the DRS. Appreciate it, Guidimont. Thank you very much, my man. I don't know who's got the DRS. Let's see whose DRS opens up right here. Sergio Perez alongside of Lewis Hamilton just will not go away. It's going to be Sergio. All right, so I've already figured out what I want to do. It is time to bring these tires back down, all right? So we do not have the pull-away pace to just out-drag the Red Bull or the Ferraris. It's just not the way it is going to be. So in hindsight, we should have started Lewis Hamilton on the medium tire. And George Russell now is going to drop behind. Oh, fuck. I didn't pay attention to that, man. It's too much action going on. All right, so we might as well just chill out here. All right, so Lewis, don't worry, buddy. You'll get your confidence back. I know you lost out on your first place. You'll get it back. All right, so through the middle sector, we'll go yellows. Oh, Jesus, man. What is happening here to George Russell? He is just trending backwards. It's crazy. Yeah, so I have to remember, these Red Bull and the Ferraris are still, they have the pace over us. There's nothing I can do about that. All right, we don't want to lose out here. We don't want to lose out here. So I'll start to save some fuel. If I push, no, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose this. Lewis, you got to give it all. Same thing with you. These guys are on the brink of pulling away. Where's my pace gone? How did we find the pace in the sprint? It was something to do with resource management. In a straight-up fight against these cars, we're losing out. Look at this. 9/10 behind is Lewis. Perez has got the medium tire, man. Medium tire, and he's flying away from me. Man, Russell is falling off, dude. Russell's getting caught in no man. The medium tire was not the right call. The medium tire was not the right call. At least the soft tire, I'm allowed to stay in the DRS range. The medium tire, I'm pushing. I got no battery. I'm in a full push right now. Good luck, George. I'll give him a couple laps to see if he can catch them if they start to conserve a little bit. But other than that, we are in trouble. All right, so at least we still have Sergio Perez in range, and he's pulling Lewis Hamilton into the lead, so it's good. Getting that gap between us and Carlos Sainz. He's screwed. He's screwed. Now, there's nothing I can do with George. All right, so George, you're just going to put in good pace right here, my man. You're going to race your own race. Verstappen is on the way as well. Verstappen was in second or third on the medium tire, wasn't he? Yeah, he's been dropping back. Verstappen's not on his way. He's dropping back. All right, so through these first two, at least we can start to use Lewis Hamilton and conserve some tires, some fuel, and some battery. So we're going to do the same thing with Hamilton, let Perez pull us around. The problem is that when we make the switch and we go to mediums and he goes to softs, he's going to be so much faster than us. The good news is that we will get the undercut because we're going to be pitting first, but I don't like this race. This is not as clean as I thought it could be. This is going to be a battle all the way to the end. And what are you doing, Russell? Yeah, so Russell is out of contention. There's really not much I can do with Russell here. He's going to get caught by Stroll and probably get caught by Ocon. The race has to come back to Russell somewhere down the line. So we're just going to let Russell do his thing, worry about his fuel, worry about his battery, just put in some good laps. I want to have 100% focus on Lewis Hamilton right here, all right? The AI uses full push on everything the first 5 laps. All right, you trusted the driver. He failed. It happens. All right, so the Twitch engineers are giving me suggestions right now. Yeah, it really does feel like the computers push really hard at the beginning of races. So just keeping up with them is always a tough thing. But even right now, like Lewis seems to have some pace. I wonder if Perez is holding back on those mediums now. So what we want to do, well, I can try what we did at the beginning of the race again. And what I could do is basically use a few laps, build up his power, build up his battery, get some fuel back, and then also bring those tires down, extend the stint a little bit longer, right? Then find a time when Sergio Perez is clearly holding back a little bit of pace, and then use the DRS down into turn 3 and your battery all throughout the middle sections to try to pull out a second gap and pull ahead. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. George Russell, he might pull it back. I don't know. What did Alonso do the last lap? A 49.2. I might be able to catch them through the middle sector. I'm going to push with George here. I'm going to push because they might be holding back, all right? I'm going to push one more time with George through this middle sector because there's a little bit of a group, and the Constantina effect, that can play our way. Look at this, man. Yeah, you're just so right. They pushed like crazy in the first 5 laps. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to save up with Lewis, and then we're going to pull away. Through this sector, we don't want to lose them, so attack through this sector. Let's see, 2.3. I don't think I'm making up any bit of a gap here. Let's see, 2 times 2. 2.2. 2.1. A little bit. The problem is every time we get to another DRS zone, he'll pull away even further, right? So that's not going to work. All right, so you're just going to race your race here. We'll save our fuel, and I'm not going to save our battery. We're just going to use our battery power, so 1.8. I mean, we're so close. Now, just drive your race, Russell. Maybe it'll come back to you. The soft tire runners, they're at 83%. If they degrade faster than I do, it'll come back to us. As long as we stay 2 seconds ahead of Lance Stroll, things are good. Okay. Push Hamilton to not let Sainz in the DRS. There's nothing I can do about Sainz. If Sainz is faster than Perez, he's going to take away. But I will be able to defend Sainz, and then when it's time to push ahead of Perez, we will. All right, but let me do this my way. I need to have 100% battery. It's going to take a couple of laps to charge it up. I'm in full charge. I'm in harvest mode right now, right? So you can see off this corner, he'll start to pull away. And through the middle sector, we're just going to go back to neutral, neutral, and neutral. And if I need to push through the castle section, I'll go to attack. That should keep us within the range of Perez. And look at that. Perez has been pushing, you're right. 85% medium tire compared to an 85% soft tire right there for us. So the fact is, Perez is pushing like hell, and we're doing a little conserving. So this is actually playing into our hands here. What's the time look like? 2.4. See, it just goes back to 2. Yeah, you know what, George? You're putting in some good lap times here. What was your last? 39 or 49.4? Ocon's last lap was a 49.9, and Stroll's last lap was a 50.1. So Russell's driving faster than the cars behind him. And those soft tires are going to begin to drop off a little bit. Let George do his thing. Just, man, we could really have George up in the, like, saving resources if he was up in that DRS train, right? So starting on mediums against cars that are faster than you might not be the call. I don't know. If you can do it, if you can hang around in 6th and 8th because you're behind, or 6th and 7th because you're behind an Aston Martin or a Ferrari, maybe. But the Red Bulls, I don't think you're going to be able to keep up with them on mediums. You need the soft tires. All right, so again, Lewis Hamilton chasing down Sergio Perez. What are you looking like? Yep. I mean, George's got nothing but clear air around him. It's not a bad place to be in. He's 7th place with clear air. Let's see what he can do. All right, so we're going to go ×2 here. I'm just going to let George Russell do his thing. We're on board here with Lewis Hamilton. Let's see if we have any craziness unfold. All right, we're going to use Sergio Perez to pull us ahead with the DRS. And then through the middle sector, again, I go to neutral, neutral, neutral.
We can drop the lift and coast for now. We'll make it up later.
All right, so our battery is almost charged, 79%. Might actually go up to 100. I might be able to do that. George's race will come back. He's chilling. Yeah, he's 2.8. But look, he's pulling out that gap to Esteban Ocon, who's behind him at 3.4. And Ocon has the soft tires. Those soft tires, I think the life of the soft tires are beginning to... I think there's still plenty of life in them, but they're not a huge advantage over the medium tires now. The mediums are starting to get faster. All right, so if we want to get by Perez, we want to do it pretty soon here. All right, so I'm going to see what Lewis Hamilton's battery is at the end of this straight, and I think I'm going to set it up for the next lap. All right, so we didn't use any battery on that getaway. He's still within a second. It's barely a second, but I'm holding on. And now the DRS should click in, and watch that delta come down. Watch that delta. We have a DRS open and a slipstream. 9 tenths down to 8 tenths. Down to 7 tenths. I mean, man, you make up so much time with that DRS. All right, so I think one more lap, and I'll have the battery at 100. I think one more lap will get it there. Yeah, it's at 97 after turn 2's braking spot, so we'll have it up to 100 then. There you go. DRS, pull me ahead. In fact, you're going to push a little bit here. I think Sergio is pushing. Push, Lewis. We don't want to... No. We don't want to fall out. If he's using his battery right now, I got to use mine and recharge it again. No. We're not doing this. Russell, how you looking? You're looking good, buddy. Keep it going. 3 seconds behind Fernando Alonso. Come on, push. There you go. Save your battery. Save your fuel. Just use the attack.
Think about increasing lift and coast just a little.
I don't know. It's 9. I don't know. I'm getting a little scared. I think Sergio is pushing. I think Sergio is pushing right now, so let me just save my DRS a little bit through this section. Man, that fooled me visually. I thought Sergio Perez just ran into the wall right there. All right, so because I had a cooldown lap, or a lap where I actually had to push a little bit, we're going to push off our overtaking lap by 1. All right, it's not going to be this lap. It's going to be the next lap. No. You got to push through this corner, dude. You're going to have to push through this corner. Yeah, Perez was definitely pushing that lap to try to lose me. Yeah, he's pulled out a second now, so I got to push. All right, so see what I mean? Leaving the Red Bull behind, I don't think it's going to be possible. Look at that, 1.3. When he begins to push, he goes, man. He effing goes. So I'm going to leave it on push here for Lewis. We're going to do the same thing we did with George. We're going to give it all to him and see what the pace looks like. Check the sector times. How do you look at the sector times? Sectors. Well, there you go. It's yellows. I can't see the actual time. Perez knocks out the fastest lap of the race with a 47.1. We just did a 47.9. Like, put that in perspective, man. He is so much faster than us. That effing Red Bull. Oh, this is good, though. The DRS is pulling us away from the rest. Okay, now I got to go back in to conserve everything. We got back in, so thank God I'm saving battery. But I don't know, man. Jumping the Red Bull and getting out on front, I don't think that's a possibility. I really don't. This guy is just too fast. I'm starting to think, and now this is a defeatist attitude. People aren't going to like hearing this. I'm starting to think I shouldn't overtake this guy at all and just use his car to pull me as far into the race as we can so that we have a chance of beating the Ferraris or Alonso. You know what I mean? I don't think we should try to overtake this guy. Loser, everyone right now in the chat is hating me. I'm just trying to think this through, boys. What do? We clearly don't have the pace to pull away. You started on pole, go for the win. Yeah, just because you start on pole doesn't mean that you're the fastest car, though. This is the problem. Oh, I'm thinking on the fly here. All right, so he's beginning to conserve again. What's the battery life? I mean the tire life. I'm at 77. He's at 79. We're doing good. George is doing fine. The soft tire runners are at 76. Soft tire runners are definitely, yeah. George is pushing those tires, man. And then one more push here. Okay. I'm starting to have a crazy idea. If George can't compete straight up, should we be trying a two-stop with George Russell at this point? Should we be pushing the hell out of everything and setting us up for 2 stops with the soft tires at the end? Because I think we can beat it. We just have to pull out a pit stop. And I think we can do that. We're already like 9 seconds ahead of Norris. So if I push hard enough, I think I can come out in like 10th or 9th or something. Bad idea? Bad idea? Okay, so the Twitch engineers are saying no, that's a bad idea. It's just, if we're doing this strategy of mediums to softs, the other guys who are doing mediums to softs, they're clearly faster than us. So Russell's where he is. He's in 7th. There's no getting around that. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to come up with a strategy that will force the other teams into something different. And then maybe, you know what I mean? Go long for the safety car. That's way too much time to make up. One-stop strategy, just extend the first stint. Where would you go out? Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't see Russell doing much back here. He's kind of stuck in purgatory. You know what I mean? He's just stuck. All right, so is this the lap that we're overtaking? He's pulling away again. Is this the lap we're going to try? I think I can get one more lap of battery saving. Yeah, one more lap. One more lap.
We don't fall off a cliff on that time.
We're not going to fall off a cliff. Don't worry, Bonington. This is your ADHD talking. Thanks a lot, T. Gordon. Fucking getting ripped apart by my own freaking fans. Thanks a lot. I delivered a race win in the sprint race, and now I'm getting shit on. I'm trying to think. This is the pressure that a race engineer has to deal with, right? As the cars are going around, you have all these options. What do you do? But they can't hit the pause button like I can. That should probably be a rule. We can't freaking hit the pause button. No, you know what? No, I'm not making that a rule. The hell with that. All right, so next lap we're going. Next lap we have the battery power, all right? Next lap we are going with Lewis Hamilton. I'm going to see what we can do. So with a soft tire at 75%, what was the strategy with Lewis? We got to get to lap 22 with Lewis. We're already at lap 12, so I'd have to get another 10 laps done. I can push these tires till 10 laps, and I can also conserve the mediums towards the end. Now, if I were to pit with Lewis, where are we coming out? We're coming out in 10th. It's not that bad. 10th is actually not that bad. 10th is down here, so we'd be behind Norris. But Norris has got a gap. Whoa, what happened there? Gasly, did he hit a wall? The yellow flag. I was just on Gasly, and he was going real slow. We've had a big crash. Uh-oh. Gasly crashed on turn 2. It was Pierre Gasly. What did the Frenchman do? Just went a little deep. Oh, he just touched the wall. He just touched the wall. It looked like he was fighting with the Haas of Kevin Magnussen, was it? It was K-Mag. Kevin Magnussen ran him wide just a little bit. Okay, so I come out in 10th. So I have a nice little gap. Lando's got a gap, and then Stroll and Ocon. Stroll and Ocon are the pain in the ass if I wanted to get by them. I'd want to get their tires down a little bit further, but I'd be pushing. Okay, we're trying it. We're going to try it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go for it, all right? Yeah, George is screwed where George is. Well, we're going to just go for the one stop with George. We'll go late and hope for the safety car with George. All right, we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Harvest. Save all that power. Save it all up. We're going to go. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Aggression overtake, high for Lewis. That's another thing, man. My confidence is low because of the damn sprint weekend, so my attributes aren't even that high. All right, we're going. Doesn't look like he's pushing his battery. The fact that I'm this close to him already. Well, I didn't use my battery. He might be in a cooldown. I'm going for it, all right? We're going to see if we can pull out a gap here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's hammer time. Come on, Lewis. All right, set it up now. Attack. Set it up. You don't need to use the harvest. You don't need to use the harvest now. The deploy. Get by him and get back on the apex before the freaking corner. As here we are on board. Lewis Hamilton in second place. He's putting the hammer down, baby, side by side with Sergio Perez. And yes, the move is done down into turn 3. Now, through the middle sector with our battery fully deployed, our fuel being fully used, and our tire being pushed to the limit, can we get a second gap over Sergio Perez? It's at 0.6. Come on, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 0.8. Yep, it's going up. Go, go. Leave him behind. Leave him behind, Lewis. Go with it, my man. Full push all the way. Maybe we can dissuade Perez from trying to keep up with Lewis. Maybe he'll get more focused on keeping the cars behind him at bay, you know? And then that pace, 1.1. All right, so starting to work. It's starting to work. Now, we can't keep this pace up, but there's no DRS here for Sergio Perez, which is good. Now, there is a little bit of a slipstream, so we want to try to get that to like 2 seconds if I can, right? So keep going. I'm gonna let him push through this final straight as well. Yeah, we're going to get the launch off this line and then see where we are. George, 4.6. I mean, I'm just losing to these. You sure you don't want to try a 2-stop with George? We're just losing with George. We're going to get 7th with George Russell unless I try something. What do you guys want to do with George? We just let him get 7th? What do we do? I could just push with George and go for the 2-stop, man. Because if anyone goes to a hard tire and I'm on 2 softs, like I might be able to make up the ground on them. You'll gain with George with the soft tires. It'll come back to him. All right. I'm listening to the Twitch scouts. Let it be known that I suggested on lap 11 or 12 that we might be wanting to think about George with a 2-stop. That was my suggestion. All right. So last lap, Hamilton did a 46.4. Perez a 48.8. Okay. If we could do that more and more, that'd be great. So the gap is 2.5. I'm going to let Lewis push these tires all the way to the end. I'm going to let him push these tires all the way to the end. We're going to use all the freaking battery. I'm going to leave the battery where it is. It already gets low. On the penultimate corner, I think it was down to 8%. It'll charge throughout the lap, but if you're at 0 at one point in the lap, the next time you get to that same point, you'll be at 0 again. So I don't want to ever have to recharge. We're going 5.2 with George. I mean, we're just falling away with George Russell, man. Falling away. I mean, there is, how many laps left? There is 35 laps left. There's 36 laps left, or 37, whatever it is. I could go soft. The problem is with George, if I pit, I'd come out in 13th. I'd need a gap. I would need a gap. 13th is Hulkenberg. You got a bit of a gap there. Then these two fuckers. Magnussen, no. You cannot pit if you're behind Magnussen and Gasly. That will be a pain in the ass. Norris, you can get by him. Ocon and Stroll. Stroll is starting to pull away from Ocon. Yeah, you can. It's just those two. If George Russell gets by those two, I think I want to tell Russell to crash when you have to pit with Hamilton. Wow, man. That is rough. 3.5. Lewis! Man, they just pushed like crazy at the beginning. He might be, I don't know what he's doing, but Lewis is friggin'... Okay. So if I'm pulling out this kind of gap, I might want to start conserving fuel and battery while I'm pushing the tire. So then I have a little bit of life on the medium. Because as long as I'm driving faster, it's good. Lewis is putting in his... Is he getting confidence? Still not really confident. It's only just the color white. We want it to be blue or purple. Purple is when they're elite. We don't want it to be red or white. Here, I'll just show you guys what I'm talking about. You see the driver confidence? See the little bright green arrows on top and below the bar? That's where your driver confidence is basically set for the weekend, and your confidence will always trend towards that position. So because we were unconfident throughout the weekend, doesn't matter if we do good things, it's going to trend downwards. So we wanted to get into the blue and then into the purple, right? All right, so Lewis, 3.9. All right, so I'm going to try something here. I'm going to go to conserve fuel, and I'm going to go to top up while I'm pushing Lewis. Now, let's take a look at that delta. It's at 4. If that drops down to 3.5, I'm going to bring it back, all right? But look, 4.1, as long as we're pushing that soft tire, it's getting a lot of life out of it. 4.7. George's race is ruined, guys. I want to see what the YouTube comments have to say. In hindsight, it's going to be obvious what we should have done. But YouTube, the Twitch fans are saying it's going to come back to George. Don't do anything with him. It's going to come back. Last lap for the medium runners, a 49.0, 49. You know what? They're not wrong. Russell just did a 49.1. Perez just did a 49.0. Technically, Russell is only 1/10 slower than the highest medium runner. It's the soft runners that are putting in the faster lap times. They might be onto something. They might be onto something. Save the tires, John? No, we're pushing with Lewis. I need the gap. I need the gap with Lewis. I need the gap, and I need the fuel, and I need the battery. So that's why I'm going to push the tires, because I need the extra pace that the tire push will give me that I'm losing from not using fuel or not using battery. I need to keep the gap going up. All right, cool the tires. No. Two-stop only works with tracks with high tire deg. The fall-off isn't high, so it's pointless. You might be right. Hey, listen, it's all, it's all ideas. You don't know what the right one is. All right, so 0.4. Let's see what the last lap was. Lewis, a 48.6. Perez, a 49.0. Russell just did a faster lap than Sergio Perez. What's their tire deg? 71% for Perez, 68% for Russell. So Russell's pushing, maybe. So I got to get to lap 30 with Russell. We're going to go two-stop. So he's got to just continue on that. I can't do anything with Russell. We can't save tires. We can't save fuel. Whoa. That went from 4 seconds down to 3.1. All right, that's enough. Medium. Yep. Start to pick it up a little bit. He's pushing. Max is catching Checo. Well, good. They can fight, take each other out. They're both on the medium tires. I'd love for that to happen. All right, so I think I've saved up enough fuel here, and I haven't saved up enough battery, but I don't want to be losing time. 2.8. Oh, my God. He is on a push. He's got battery, and he is pushing. 2.7. Fuck me. What do I do? Do I dive into the pits right now? I dive into the pits, and that way I come out, and I get... wait, no. The tires are still not... No. You're in a good spot. You just gotta... You're not faster than the Red Bulls. This is the life. This is exactly what it is. It's kind of cool how drivers push at different times. Oh, yeah, Janet, you can't push all the time. Your tires will burn out. You'll crash. You can't have that kind of pace, man. These guys are so technical with their skills. It's crazy what they can do. They can literally, okay, I need 3/10 off of that last lap. They know how to do it. They know how to just drive a little bit slower, which doesn't feel like that. 3/10 you're talking about, right? But they know it. Through turn 11, I will brake a little bit earlier and coast to get some fuel back, and that will give me the 3/10 that I need. It's crazy what they do, man. 2.8. All right, so it's going back up. So what we saw from Perez there was a little bit of a push from Perez. Now, since it's going back up, I'm going to go back into conserving the fuel and conserving the battery. When he's pushing, I gotta, what's it called? I got to respond with a push of my own. But when he starts to conserve, that's when I can conserve. A 3-second gap is plenty. I don't think he's getting a slipstream from this. And we are saving the fuel for the undercut. Actually, not an undercut because we're in the lead, but we're going to be pitting before both Red Bulls because we're on the soft tires, right? So, yeah. So, Lewis, if we were to pit, we're getting into the pit window. We're getting into the pit. We want to go as long as possible, though. Medium tires. I'd be out in 8th place. So, who is in 8th? That's Lance Stroll. So, I'd be behind Stroll. So, I'd be ahead of Ocon, behind Stroll. Yeah, we want to make sure Stroll's tires are worn down as much as we can. What's our last lap? A 48.4. Stroll's doing a 50.3, so we're going to overtake Lance Stroll on track naturally. So we're fine. Yeah. We're fine. Interval 3.5. Yeah, as long as it's above 3, I'm good. We're saving fuel, saving battery. In fact, I have enough fuel saved now. Now I can just use enough fuel, but save the battery now. We want to try to get this up as high, and this is going to give us even more pace right now, right? Okay, so, and what's George Russell looking like? Hey, 3.9. Is George starting to now... So George just did a 49.0. Alonso did a 49.2. Is George now coming back at the soft tire runners like all the Twitch engineers were saying? They might be geniuses. They might be geniuses. All right, so the pit window is open for Lewis. We are officially in that pit window. Basically, the pit window is you come up with a pit stop on a certain lap, and the window is like, what, 3 laps before and 3 laps after? Just letting you know that if you need to pit earlier than you wanted, you're in the window now. You can make the tires work. But we want to go as long as we can with Lewis, especially if our lap times are, like, we're at 4 seconds ahead of Perez now. Like, this is good. Oh, you're right about Max Verstappen, though. Oh, God. Oh, God. Maybe we got to crash into turn 1 right here. The attempts are climbing. I don't care, Lewis. It's hammer time. Just get in there, buddy. Get in there. All right, here we go. I got to watch this. Red Bulls. Could this be a what's it called? Replica? What the fuck word am I looking for? Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. Is this going to be a mirror image of 2018 when Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen came together down into turn 1? Max, he's got the DRS on his teammate. Remember, this is the Drivers' Championship right here. Perez has all the reason in the world to defend and defend like a champion. Let's see. So he set it up down into turn 1, and now here comes the overtake into turn 3. Come on, crash. Crash, Red Bulls. Crash. It would be freaking hilarious. Obviously, I don't want anyone to get hurt. Let it be a safe crash, but just take both cars out. Max pulls out to the inside. Oh, God. And Max Verstappen is on his way, ladies and gentlemen. Sergio Perez. Oh, go side by side. Dive bomb him. Dive bomb him. Dive bomb him. Go side by side. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Get them off the apex. Yes, battle each other. Yes. They're going to be slowing each other down by battling through the middle sector, and a 4.2 second lead over Max Verstappen now. All right, keep going. So we got to lap 21, but again, I want to go as long as I can. If we are going faster than Max, then I can stay out. It's when Max starts to cut into that lead that we want to cut. Yeah, I'm good right now. I'm good right now. Things are looking great right now. 3.7 for Russell. So he's marching back. He is marching back. He's got to go 10 more laps on those tires. So let's go. I'm keeping an eye on Max Verstappen, 4.2. If that gets to like 3, I want to come in. If he can just take out a second and a half, yeah, he might have a push lap where he can take out 5/10 pretty quickly. Look, is he pushing now? He might be pushing. So let me just. To hell with saving the battery now. All right, to hell with saving the battery. Let's push the hell out of these tires. All right, so Lewis, if I were to pit now. Where am I coming out? Now, we do want to protect against the safety car, virtual safety car. If I were to pit, I come out in 7th place, which is ahead of Lance Stroll. All right, so we're ahead of Lance Stroll officially. So I can pit at any time now and get a very nice, clean air track on front of me. The question is, if we pit and a safety car hits, or a virtual safety car hits, I give up my 1st place. Ideally, you want to be able to go as long as possible while putting in competitive lap times, right? So unless those other guys pit, I'm not pitting. You don't pit first when you're in 1st place. You wait for the other, unless like you're guarding against an undercut, but I got a 4-second gap. I'm fine. Stay and pray. Yeah, I'm pushing. So I'm no longer saving battery. I'm no longer saving fuel. Our tires are worn, but now I'm pumping a little bit more fuel and a little bit more battery in while still pushing those tires. I'm burning them to the freaking, I'm burning the hell out of them. All right, so George, what's your life looking like? We have a little bit of life in George. No, we don't. I was going to say, you want to push with George, but the idea with George is we want to go as long as possible on this tire. We probably want to go past lap 30 if we can, just so we can take advantage of a safety car or something, right? All right, so Bonington says this is the optimal lap to pit. This lap right here, lap 22. This was our pit window, but again, 4.2 seconds. Last lap, a 48.5. We went faster than Max right there. Faster than Max right there. We'll notice if our tires just drop off and fall off a cliff, we'll notice it just goes away, and that's when I come in. 4.1, still looking fine. 4.1, still looking fine. Keep it going. Keep it going, Lewis. You're going to have plenty of fuel to use and get a nice pull away. The dangerous part is when these Red Bulls come out on those soft tires. I'm going to need like a 10-second gap, man. You know what I mean? They're going to be flying, dude. They're going to be flying. 4 seconds. I can go another lap, can't I? He didn't make up any time that lap on me. Boys, what do you think? One more lap? Or are we coming in? Twitch Scouts, one more lap? We coming in. Got to make that call right now. I think we go another lap, man. It's 4 point. It didn't come down at all, meaning that we're putting in the same lap times. I got to go again. One more full sends. How are the lap times? Lap times are looking good. I mean, I'm looking at the interval, and that didn't change. Last lap, let's see. I did a 48.8. Max comes across, does a 48.7. Although now we have to go. Charles Leclerc into the pits on the soft tires. All right, so now we have to go, all right? So, Lewis, you're coming in this lap. We're switching to the medium tires. We have to pit now. I'm not giving any kind of undercut ability. None. Now, we're going long with George Russell. So, if Leclerc... If we get a VSC or a safety car right now, George might have Leclerc. Now he's going to the medium tires. Yeah, it's going to be the same tire as Lewis. Got it. No, wait with Hamilton? Oh, dude, I don't want Leclerc to get any kind of gap on us, do we? No. I'm not listening to you guys. I'm not listening to you guys. Leclerc pulled the pin. I'm following. No. I am not. I'm not getting undercut by the Ferrari. I'm not losing time to the Ferrari, man. Because they're faster than us. I can't afford for them to catch us like that. Now, hang on a second. The one problem that I'm thinking of, that I'm not thinking of, I'll come out in 6th. Well, Leclerc is gone now. How far back will Russell be of Lewis? 17 seconds behind. Russell's going to be ahead of Lewis. Russell, it's time for you to full send, buddy. So we got a full send with Russell for the next 7 laps, all right? I don't want Russell to get in the way of Lewis Hamilton. So I'm going to push Russell's tires for now. I'll bring him back down. But I got to see... Oh, fuck. I didn't think about that. Russell's going to be 3 seconds ahead of Lewis. Hopefully Lewis doesn't catch him in the middle sector. Oh, God. Oh, well. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So 4.2 still for Hamilton over Perez. I have 39% tires. I don't want to go any further with it. Please, God, do not let a safety car, a virtual safety car, hit after I go into the pits. Please, God, don't let it happen. Please, God. And pit crew, don't you dare fucking screw me. I'm sorry for swearing, but it's been 2 race weekends in a row. Lewis into the pits. Come on, pit crew. Come on, pit crew. Don't you dare shit the bed on me again. It's not going to be a hat trick of shit the beds. There's no way. As we got another... Oh, that's us. Lewis Hamilton. Into the pits. Tires off. No problem. Tires on. No problem. 2.8. A little bit slow, but we'll work on that timing. At least it's not 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. Nothing like that, all right? I'll take that. Good job, pit crew. Good job, pit crew. They got it done. Russell now. Russell ahead of Lewis. All right, George. I don't want to have... Oh, fuck. What do I do? I got to bring George in. I got to bring George in. As long as George is driving... Okay, George, we're going to start using battery. We're going to start using fuel and push. George, you got to get ahead of Lewis. I cannot have Lewis slowed down from George Russell at all. Let him pass? Yeah, I know. But the idea is going long with George here. Shit. All right, George. I don't want him... Don't defend anything.
Be careful with the car.
Okay, George. Oh, God. Yeah, Lewis is catching. Lewis will get him in the DRS straight. Lewis will catch him in the DRS. We're okay. We're okay. So Leclerc is 7.6 seconds behind Lewis. You see what I mean? 7.6 behind Lewis now. I didn't need that. Another lap and he's 6 seconds, 5 seconds behind. I don't need that. That's what we covered off Charles Leclerc right there. You guys see what I'm talking about? Hell yeah. All right, George. All right, 1.6. All right, so I got to try some maneuvers here. All right, so Hamilton, I got to catch George by the time we get down. Okay, so George, calm down. George, calm everything down. Calm everything down, George. We want Lewis to catch us by the DRS train so that you can pull him ahead and then he can get the overtake done on the right straight. So calm it down, George. Okay, now push. Push, George. Push. Push. All right, so now Lewis is behind him. All right. Very good. Push, George. Very good. I don't want to just let him by clean.
Okay, let's see what you got then.
Coming.
You got this. You got this. Ease it. Ease it. You can save a little bit here, Hamilton. You're not going to lose too much. I got this all sorted out. Overtake aggression. Yeah. George, go, buddy. Go, buddy. Go. Not doing it here. We're doing it into turn 3. All right, just calm down. Save your battery. All right, George. Doom. Lewis. Doom. Go with it, Lewis. Go with it. Get by him clean. There you go. No problems. No problems. George Russell, no problems, boys. No fucking problems. Barely any time lost right there. Way to go, Mercedes. Making it work perfectly. Making it work perfectly. We maybe lost a few tenths with Lewis there, but I was able to conserve my tires and my battery and get the DRS down turn 3, which is the extra pace that I wouldn't have had. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. You guys can make fun of me for that all you want. I don't care. The team orders had to happen. All right, George. So George is a full pit stop down. Damn, we should have started on the soft tires with George Russell. But, and I'm not slowing Lewis down so George can freaking, you know. Oh, but George can actually play defense now for Lewis. Interesting. I didn't think about that. Should Lewis still be pushing his tires? Yes, because we edited into our strategy to push. Remember, those Red Bulls are coming. Those Red Bulls have the soft tires, and they're going to be coming. So we want to pull that gap out right now. We can't afford to leave space or to leave time on the track. We have to push everything. All right, that's just the way it is. We got to push to the end here. So I pushed my battery, I pushed my fuel, I'm pushing my tires. Let's go, Lewis. We got to go. Good news is that Charles Leclerc is not really putting in great lap time, so I think we're going to be okay. Let's see what the last lap between Leclerc and Hamilton is here. Now Hamilton's lap's going to be a little bit faster because of the overtake with the DRS, the double DRS. Let's see what we got here. And this is why it's great, because the soft to medium means that we pit before the medium runners, and we are just, like, now we're going to be killing them. So Hamilton just did a 46.8. Verstappen at the front, a 48.5. So we're cutting into Verstappen's lead here with the new tires. He's going to have to pit, and then he'll be faster than us. But we already had a 4-second gap before I pit, and now we're making even more of a gap. You know, it's going to be great. This is a great strategy for Hamilton. George a little bit, not so much. Now Leclerc did a 47.4. Lewis did a 46.8. Lewis is faster than Leclerc. We're fine. We are fine. All right, so I don't want a safety car. Even though we want a safety car to help George, Hamilton's got this race won. I want a virtual safety car after Verstappen, Perez, and Sainz already pit. Then a virtual safety car comes out, and then I pit George Russell under the VSC. That's what I want. You know what I mean? All right, so, I mean, things are looking good. At this point, what we're doing is we're letting our cars and our drivers race the race. So we're on board here. We're just going to go a little ×8 simulation. Oh.
It's not going to be long now, mate.
No, we're going as long as we can with George. There's no point in going for a quick pit. We're hoping for we're not hoping for a safety car, but you know what I mean. All right, so ×8. We're going to be catching on the tail of Carlos Sainz here soon. And Leclerc is going to be catching George Russell. All right, so here we go. You know what? Hang on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just had to get a drink of water. So we're going to continue here. We noticed that Hamilton has some damage to his gearbox, so it's starting to wear down. Don't worry. Everyone has those issues. And Sergio Perez into the pits. All right, here we go. Soft tires. And it's a good one. And Carlos Sainz is into the pits as well. Carlos is next up. So let's see where Sergio Perez comes out in relation to Lewis Hamilton. There goes Lewis. Is George Russell going to get ahead of him? Come on, George. 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 There's Charles Leclerc. Yes, George, stay ahead of him, buddy. George Russell stays ahead of the Red Bull. All right, so Charles Leclerc is by. Here comes the Red Bull of Sergio Perez. Now, that one's the danger. That one's the danger. George, always defend. Defend like a lion for Lewis Hamilton. All right, George? Defend like a lion. Yeah. All right, so George Russell is our weapon this game for Lewis Hamilton. So we are just going to hold back the threat, which is the Red Bull. Now, the next threat, Verstappen, I believe he's going to come out on front of Russell. He has to, right? Because if I'm holding this guy back, he's probably, you know what? All right, it's time to push. It's time to fully push with Russell. All right, it's time to fully push with Russell and see if we can stay ahead of Max Verstappen as well. All right. Oh, Lewis, our tires are a little bit hot. We don't want them to get that hot because then they'll start to wear down. So just chill. Leclerc is melting his tires 3 seconds behind. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't want to waste my tires. Just chill out. Just bring them back. Oh, man. Yeah, see, this is the problem. The Ferraris are going to be still faster than us here. Leclerc is... How much time did Leclerc make up? That is crazy, right? You got to think that he's going to be pulling back here eventually. There's no way he's able to push like that for the entire time. God damn it, man. Get your freaking tire temps under control. I was able to push on aggressive with the soft tires. There you go. It's trending downwards. All right, so we're staying on front of this damn Red Bull. And who's behind him? Is it Fernando Alonso? Fernando Alonso as well. All these cars are going to be driving faster than Lewis Hamilton, man. Oh, man. Oh, brutal. There it goes. Okay, now hang on. Now we can get the overtake done on him. Get the overtake done on him. Use the battery. Doesn't matter. Use it. Go, go, go. Get the overtake done on him. Overtake it back. With the DRS and your battery. Go, 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 George. Go, George. George the jungle. Get in there, my man. Get the overtake done. Just be a thorn in Perez's side. No, I don't have the grip. I don't have the grip. Come on, George. No, I don't have the grip. Save it. You don't have the grip. You did good. You did good, George. Race your race, all right? George, he took a couple of seconds away from Sergio Perez right there. I'll take it. Now, last lap, Leclerc did a 46.2. Hamilton did a 47.4. Leclerc just did 1.2 seconds faster than me. All right, time to start pushing again. All right, come on, Hamilton. Time to start pushing. I got to start to save some fuel again as well. Yeah, all right. That's all I got from Lewis. I don't have fuel, and I don't have... I'm 5 seconds ahead of Leclerc. So hopefully Leclerc's got to burn through his tires to get that 5-second gap down. And then I'll at least have myself a chance in the DRS train at the end of the race to work some magic, right? So, George, we got to lap 30. We want to just stay out as long... we're just staying out as long as possible now with George. We're in 7th with George. We know that. Piastri with the pit stop issue for McLaren. Max is into the pits. Max in the pits. Come on! Screw the pooch! Screw the pooch, Red Bull! Screw it! What the... Man, look how fast these guys are at Red Bull. Man, no mistake at all. And what does that mean? Is Checo Perez going to be ahead of Max Verstappen? Or did Russell screw his race up here? Here we go. Whoa. Yeah, the optimal race. Perez around the corner, and where's Max? Max out of the pits. Wow. All right, good news for us. Perez is ahead of Max Verstappen, so Max didn't get some crazy overcut. And they still have to deal with Charles Leclerc, who's on the medium. So the two soft runners are going to try to get by Charles Leclerc first before they get to me. That's real good. So those three guys are going to be battling while I'm out in... No. Another car is spun. Don't you dare be a safety car. Don't you dare be a safety car, man. Yellow flag. De Vries! Nick De Vries! No wonder you got replaced by Daniel Ricciardo. What'd you do? Oh, did he stay out of the wall? He stayed out of the wall. Oh, my God. If that hit the wall, man, it might have been a safety car. Thank God. You want a safety car? Are you crazy? That'll bring Leclerc right up to my tail. That'll bring the soft. I don't want a safety car. That's good for Russell. That ain't good for Lewis. I want the race win. I want the race win, you maniacs. All right, so George, we can push this tire. One more lap, get it down to the 30s, and then we're going to come into the pit stop, all right? Did Stroll pit? Stroll did pit. Stroll might actually... No, I got like a 27-second gap over Stroll, so I'm all right. But Stroll is going to be pushing me. Safety car equals new softs for both cars. Oh, man, I'd lose track position, though, to get new softs when the Red Bulls have a 97% soft. You know, that's not much of an advantage that I would have. Oh, but then again, I stay out on medium tires that are... Oh, man, don't be a safety car. Don't be a safety car. Things are looking so good right now. All right, so George is pissed, man. He's so unhappy. Look at his morale. Oh, very low. Oh, I'm sorry, George. Hey, don't blame me, George. The Twitch engineers didn't want you going for a two-stop. All right, I wanted to try something crazy at lap 9 or 10 or 11, something like that, and the Twitch engineer said, no, you're not allowed. 3.7. Oh, God. We got to get to the end on this damn tire, man. Trying to think. If that gets down to 3, I might want to just push this tire and then switch to a soft at the end. I cannot allow them to just creep closer. All right, George, here we go. Into the pits. What do you guys think about an aggressive two-stop for Hamilton at the end here? Push like hell on the mediums. Try to pull out a little bit of a gap and then go to the softs when everyone else will have like 70 overall? No. I'm sorry, boys. I'm just thinking. George, into the pits. What kind of day will it be for the Mercedes pit crew? It's a good day for Mercedes pit crew. No mistakes on the day. Thank the Lord.
exit.
All right, George. So you are out now. You got a clean pair of boots on now, and everyone's got mediums. Can George bring this race back for himself? George? All right. I don't want you to burn those tires out. It's a hot day here in Baku. We've got you already rated to go to the end on the aggressive. Let's see what George can do. Let's see what George can do. 3.5 second gap between us and Leclerc. Now, the good news is that Leclerc's tire wear is less than ours, so that should help us. Oh, no. A VSC. I just missed it! Oh, my fucking God. By one lap. By one fucking lap, George. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. It is what it is. That's racing, ladies and gentlemen. I missed it by a sector. I missed it by a sector. Now, it wouldn't have meant much, but George would have been maybe like 7 seconds behind Sainz instead of 14 seconds, right? What did Lando do? Lando Norris down into turn 1. He made the corner. Oh, he just lost it. Oh, my God. That rear wing, that right rear suspension. Oh. Yeah, Lando's not having it, man. Oh, the McLaren, the team at McLaren, they can't believe it either. Oh. No safety car. No, he didn't crash his car, guys. He's still... Oh, no, he's out. It's just a virtual safety car, so they were able to get the car off the road without having to bunch up the grid. All right, so that's still good for us. I can save shit now. I can save shit. Yeah. I don't want to get my tires too cold.
Back up.
I can save shit now, though. Fuel on conserve. Yeah, I got it. I'm way ahead of you guys. Somebody was saying, though, that there's a glitch with the virtual safety car. If you put it into conserve, like, you'll actually lose time. I don't want that to happen. It should remain at 3.9 for the race restart, right? So, yeah. All right, virtual safety car. It'll tell me when it's going to end. Oh, man, George could have been in a position to catch Sainz and Alonso with that. I don't think he's going to catch the 2 Red Bulls, but I think he could have caught to 5th if we got the virtual safety. One fucking lap. Yeah, so our gearboxes, the first gearboxes we've been using throughout the year, they're starting to wear down, but everyone's having issues like that. The fact that we can have this kind of performance with worn down, oh, this is what the engine advantage, the reliability advantage for the Mercedes gives us, right? We don't lose a lot of engine output when our car starts to degrade, or we lose it slower, I should say. All right, so it's ending. All right, so it's ending. So fuel. Yeah, we got tons of fuel now. Push to the end. You push. And I got fuel with Russell. That really helps Russell. Because Russell, the whole race, I wasn't able to save fuel or charge my battery. And I just got a little bit there. So making the overtake a little bit easier. The problem is George Russell is 16 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. So you make up a second a lap. I need 16 laps. There's 17 laps to go. That's nice. But I don't think I'm going to be making up a second a lap. That's, oh, that virtual safety car. I could have shaved like maybe 5 to 7 seconds off the gap between us and Sainz. But that's, oh my God. But it could have been a lot worse. You know what? Got to count my 2.9. Oh, gee. Okay, we got to push. No. Don't let these guys get within range. No, you got to push. Yeah, if he's pushing, you're pushing. 2.9, but use it all. Use it all, Hamilton. What's our... Okay, we're above our tire wear for the medium tire, so I can push for a little bit here. Push it now. There's a lot of race to go. 3.1. Yeah, use that battery. 3.2. Yes, Hamilton. Yeah, like, Leclerc, you got to worry about this guy. Don't worry about me. Worry about this guy. Save your battery for defensive moments, all right? Max Verkrashen is behind you. And you know what he's going to do into turn 1. We got to stay on board for this. This is going to be a shit show. All right, so we're about to have Max Verstappen behind us with soft tires at 89%. So I'm fucked. I am so screwed. I'm not going to be able to stay ahead of these guys, man. This is brutal.
Yeah, we just need to make sure that...
This is brutal. Max is on his way. I can't do it. What, Russell, 11 seconds? That must have been wrong. I didn't make up 5 seconds already. That's crazy. Max. Oh, come on, crash. Crash. There you go, Leclerc. Defend, Leclerc. There you go. Max setting it up for turn 3. He knows. He's setting up for turn 3. He doesn't want to give Leclerc the DRS as well. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. On board, not on board. We're watching it from the TV camera angles. Max Verstappen, our nightmare is about to come true. He's on his way. Come on, Charles. Stay ahead for one lap. Stay ahead for one more lap, Charles. Leclerc, is he defending? Max isn't. Yes! All right, that's another lap. That's another lap that Max's tires get hotter, and we can stay ahead of him a little bit. What's the last lap? 46.4. We went faster than Charles Leclerc. Good. 30. Why are you catching me? I was like, Leclerc's pushing to keep Verstappen behind, so I gotta push now. Son of a bitch, they're too fast. I can't do it. I can't keep them behind. They're too fast, man. 11 points. I'm on board here with Lewis. They're too fast. 16 laps is too long to hold up 3 seconds. Okay. So let's move past the expectation of not being caught. We've already been caught. We're not getting to the end of this race without having to battle the Ferrari and the Red Bull. That's already a foregone conclusion. So, by pushing right now, we're only hurting ourselves. So let's bring these down. Actually, no. Let's continue to push, because maybe they'll stop pushing. I can get that gap going again. But once they catch us, might have to just fall in behind Max Verstappen in first place, and then get on the DRS. There goes Max down into turn 1. He gets it done that time, but will Charles Leclerc be able to fight back? Oh, God. Oh, God. It's been a great race so far, but the faster cars are just, there's nothing you can do about it, right? The pace advantage for that Red Bull on those soft tires. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets in DRS range by the end of this lap. I have 77% mediums to his 84% soft. Now, the good news is that by the end of the race, I should have the tire advantage. That 76% should be higher than his 84. It's going to be down to, like, 65 to 60, hopefully, or something like that. So, it's going to have to be a last lap overtake again. It's going to have to be. But I'll try to stay out on front, but there ain't no way, man. 1.4, he's already within a second. Ain't no way. Not going to happen. Now, good news is that if we can go fast enough and Verstappen catches us, but he pulls out a gap from Leclerc, I can maybe then stay ahead of Leclerc with Verstappen pulling me ahead, right? But it looks like we're going to have to do what we did in the sprint weekend. Utilize the DRS in the final. The sprint was 17 laps, right? So I got something similar here. Fuck me, dude. I was thinking this is going to be a beautiful race. Not so much. Here comes Max Verstappen. All right, so he's going to have me down into turn 3. So might as well start conserving everything right now. He's going to have me down into turn 3. I might be able to stay ahead of him for another lap, but might as well start saving our tires right now. Maybe the worn-down gearbox is affecting our top speed. I don't know. But Max Verstappen has caught us. All right, brutal. All right, so let's see what Max is looking at here. All right, so no point in saving here. I do want to pull out that gap over Charles Leclerc. It's a 2-second gap, which is good. Who's that on front of us? The fucking Piastri. Get out of the way, Oscar Piastri. Oh, my God, man. All right, so I'm not using anything. There's no point in using anything. I got to let Max be the what's it called, the pace setter now. And I got to have enough You know what? I'm just conserving my energy right now because I got to have enough if he gets ahead and he starts pushing. I got to conserve the battery right now. Yeah, conserve the battery, Lewis. Don't worry about it, my man. Don't worry about it, Lewis. 15 laps to go. Here we go. Use fuel. Yeah, you're right. I could use fuel, but there's no point. I mean, okay. You know, you're right, though. It's not like I have so much. Might as well use it. Oh, what the hell? There we go. All right, so Max Verstappen down into turn 3. It was inevitable, just like Thanos. Good God almighty, man. All right, Lewis, we got some work to do, bud. We got some work to do. So let's see what the pace looks like through the middle sector against the soft tires when I'm not pushing and I'm just on neutral. Now, I have a little bit of battery that I can push and get back to the DRS zones, right? But not much. So let's see what his pace looks like here. Now, I'm hoping that he goes back into conserve mode after he was pushing to get ahead all that time, right? He's on softs. They're going to degrade much quicker than the mediums will. Yep, and I'll have him at the end, just like we had in the sprint race, right? Just like the sprint race. All right, now, he's starting to pull away a little bit, so you've got to attack. You don't want to fall behind here, Lewis. 8/10. If he gets out of DRS, he is gone. I don't have the battery. Actually, no, I don't need to use my battery here. I think I'm okay. Let's see, battery, am I going to need to use it? 0.83. I think I'm good. Okay, so I'm going to harvest through this corner.
Just charge that back.
All right, so we're going to lose a little bit of exit speed, but we should still have the DRS down this straight. Bring our tire temperatures back under control. I'm going to keep on using the fuel like you guys suggested. Russell is 8 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. His tires are starting to degrade, though. So I don't think he's going up anywhere from 7th place. All right, and here comes Lewis Hamilton chasing down Max Verstappen. All right, so we might as well conserve our tires and conserve our battery. If he's going to pull us through the DRS, there's no reason not to. Alright, turn 2, Max gets there, and then down into turn 3, he's 8/10 ahead. That is a lot, we don't want to be playing around here, so let's try to make up this gap through the middle sector. He is fast, man, look at how far ahead he is. Even with the DRS at the end of the straight, I'm barely 9. Oh, my God. I don't know, man. Go with it. Go with it. 8-2-3, 8-7-3. Push. Deploy. Deploy. Cannot let him pull away from us in this middle sector. The race is right now, Lewis. The race is right now. You'll save your battery up at the end, dude. You got to just stay with this guy. You got to just stay with this guy. All right, conserve. Through this middle sector. I think I'm okay for now. I'm pretty close. 0.3 behind. Perez is fighting Leclerc. I don't care about them. Max is going to pull me to the promised land. If I don't get first, I'm getting second. Put it like that, all right? 608, 644, 653. Okay, so let's push into this corner. Yeah, I have to start messing around with it. Is he going to get a DRS ahead of me? Is that Williams going to give him a DRS? Oh, I hope not. Oh, that Williams might give him a DRS. Oh, that might have been a mistake to go to... Oh, God. Oh, God. Please do not let that Williams have given him DRS. Is he in a sec? I don't know. Let's see Max's rear wing. Will it open up? If it opens up, I'm in trouble. I'm in so much trouble if this thing opens up. Oh, it opened up. It opened up. Lewis, we gotta go. We gotta go now. You stupid back markers. You jackass Williams. Oh my God. No way they're doing this to me. No way. Blue flag! Blue flag, blue flag, blue flag. Get out of the way, Williams. Get out of the way. You gotta go into the corner with me. Blue flag, jackass. God damn it. Get out of the way. Thank God I stayed there. But I got another damn Williams ahead of me, man. Lewis Hamilton. What is with these Williams helping Max Verstappen out? All the time. Abu Dhabi 2021. Fucking Nick Latifi. Ruining history, man. And now again, who is it? Logan Sargent. Trading the Canadian for a dumbass American. Holy shit. My God. I'm starting to get pissed, man. I don't want this race to get away from me. He's got another DRS. Nothing happened. Stop crying. Yeah, shut up, Clippo. Stop crying. Worked my ass off for this strategy, and it's all going to go away because of some back markers? There's nothing worse than that, man. At least this back marker's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't get in the way. Don't get in the way, you idiot! Oh, shit! No! He got in the... Nothing happened, huh? Nothing happened, huh? It's over. It's over. The back markers cost me. That corner right there, I had to ease out because he wanted to go around the outside and keep some pace up. It's over. Unless I can push and get back in the slipstream, I just got to push like hell. Yeah, oh my God. Come on, 1.2. At least I have a slipstream. It's the old school DRS. It will help me slightly. Not tremendous. Problem is, off the corners, he's just going to pull away. I need him to start conserving. I need him to be in conserve mode. I have enough I can push. Fucking back markers, dude. Get out of the way. God, you're in 16th and 17th place and you're influencing the race win. God damn it, Williams. You pile of shits. So I'm one... Okay, maybe I can catch them. I've saved up enough tire life here. Fuck it, use the battery. I'm going to have no battery at the end of this, but I got to catch them. Use your battery. Whatever, I'll conserve it at the end. You got to get back within a second here, Lewis. You got to get back with... Okay, oh my God, I did it. I don't believe it. I am just holding on. I am just holding on, man. One more. He pulls out. It's over. I can't lay it. Thank God for the fuel. Thank God for the fuel. Thank God for that virtual safety car. It did help out Lewis Hamilton. They would have caught me anyways, right? You're okay? You're okay? Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. All right. 10 laps left. Could probably save a little bit of fuel. I want to make sure I have plenty. Battery is the most important thing because that's the thing that gets me back up there if I start to fall out. No. I don't care if my tires are overheating now. You guys are going to deal with it, man. It's a straight up race between you two. You got to get off this corner real quick and then you can bring it back down. Get off the corner quick. There you go. Save the battery and then bring it back down. Beautiful. Very nice. All right. So Lewis still in DRS range. George is 5.3 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. I don't think so, man. 10 laps, 5 maybe if he's getting half a second a lap. All right, so the DRS again, open for Lewis as we're trying to get our tire temps under control. We have good fuel. We're trying to get our battery under control as well. Oh, the resource management has been a pain in the ass this race, ladies and gentlemen, but it is working out for us. Dudley, I don't care about the tires being too hot for George Russell, all right? Keep the radio communication to a minimum right now, please. It's like telling Jeff to shut up in F1. Shut up right now. All right. Neutral. We're going to push through this sector, and we're going to push. I want to get on that gearbox, all right? I don't have time to hold back. Go. 9/10. I think he's pushing again. We got to go. If I've got to use the bat, 9.39. Let's see. Is he pushing? Is he pushing? 9.33. I'm all right. I see it jump. 8.87. We're okay. I don't need to use battery yet. Because we're just watching the delta. I'm not even... 8.85. Now I know what it's like to be a race engineer. You're just watching numbers on the screen, man. Lap times and deltas and such. Okay, I got to use my deploy through the sector. I feel like he's going to pull away. The sector's always... Yeah, 9.7. No. Deploy. Deploy now. Deploy it now. Get on that gearbox. Get on that gearbox. Go with it, Lewis. Go with it. It's hammer time, my man. Look, he's using his battery as well. I can tell. He's pulling away. I can tell. I can tell. Max, you're a little fucking... You're an animal, dude. He is hard to catch, dude. It is 10 laps to go, and I am hanging on by a thread. I am just there, dude. George Fuel. Yeah, good call. Good call on that. Thank you, race engineers. All right. So let's try to... Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Okay. I got to stop getting off that corner so slow. Getting off that corner so slow is not giving me the DRS push that I need. I'm running out of options, ladies and gentlemen. I am heavily running out of options. I don't have a push left. I don't have tires left. I might have to just accept P2 here. But the thing is, the DRS will pull me closer to the second place. All right, so again, harvest those.
Yep.
Neutral, and I gotta push. I gotta push right now. I gotta push through this sector. I have to push right now through the sector. So I can use my tire temperatures to bring it back down early. Look at that. He's a second beyond, and I got DRS. It's crazy. I cannot do much to catch up to Max. We have a little bit of we have a little bit of battery. We're within a second. So George, you're just on autopilot. George is on autopilot. I'm not worrying about George Russell right now. Now I'm hoping that Max, his tires are still better than mine. There's not much I can do. I'm pushing to the limit just to stay within DRS range, man. All right, here we go. No, conserve the battery. Yeah, the battery is the most important. I can get the tires down later, and I'm still within my tire quality window, my tire deg window, so I'm fine. It looks like he's holding back a little bit. There are back markers ahead, but I gotta save fuel as well. I'm gonna go into a fuel saving straight right here. Fuel saving straight. Fuck me, dude. I am running out of options, ladies and gentlemen. The Mercedes just doesn't have any resources left to combat the Dutchman, Max Verstappen. All right, push, conserve. He might have a DRS here himself. In fact, I think he does have DRS. I gotta push. I gotta assume that he does. Max Verstappen, do you have DRS? Let's watch his rear wing, see if it opens up. Max's rear wing does not open up. Thank God. All right. So he's probably going to catch this. Oh, my God. Look, did it open up? Okay, game. I'm hitting camera angles, and it's not working. Good news here is that he's reached the back marker in the worst positions. All right. So is that going to slow down Max? Now get out of the way, Alfa Romeo. Get out of the way. Get out of the way! Fucking hell, man! I got to use deploy. I got to. These back markers are ruining my race. I cannot deal with them. Max gets slowed down by them, but then when he overtakes them, they just stay on the racing line, man. Like, get out of the fucking way, you stupid back markers. Oh. I have nothing left. I'm going to reach the final corner with 0 battery. I know it. Oh, man, it's going to be in that same corner again where I lost the time lapse. Oh, man, I have nothing left. Here it comes again. Look, it's over. Fucking back markers, man. Fucking back markers. Worst things imaginable. I can't believe this is costing me the race. The back markers are just... I can't do anything about it, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do anything about it. 1.3. I'll leave it on push for 1 lap, see if he can catch him. I have no battery. The back markers are making it impossible, man. Fuck. Where have I seen this before? Hamilton getting his race screwed. Verstappen winning because back markers won't get the fuck out of their own way, man. Let's see what Lewis can do through these middle sector. We got another back marker. Maybe the back marker can slow Max down, and then it'll get out of the way for me at the right time. Let's see from... Oh, it let Max by nice and quickly. I hit the wrong button. I fast-forwarded. My bad. Let's see here. AlphaTauri. Oh, that was a good one. There you go. That was a good one. He got out of the way nicely there for me. I got a little bit of battery left. I have 8% before I get to that final. I gotta push now. I gotta push. I gotta get to the DRS just so I can save my tires and save some fuel and save some battery. That's all I got. That's all I got. That push right there, that's all I have, man. That's all I have. If he gets away again, it's over. If he gets away again, it is officially over, all right? So, Jesus. All right, so fuel, battery, and tires, what are we looking like? The tires are still fine. I can push like this to the end. I just want to get the temperatures under control. Yeah, so bring them back down now. We'll see what happens. 6 laps left. We're on board. We're here with, so I'm going to start pushing with George Russell. All right, he's towards the end. Let's see what he can do. He's only 3 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. Let's see what he can do. All right. Max definitely went into conserve there. Do we have any other back markers ahead of us? It looks like we have the Hulkenberg and Magnussen. God, we've lapped up to 13. Jesus. All right, here we go. Here we go. Conserve, 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 conserve. Get everything back under control. I can't use you right now. Can't use it. Can't use it. Neutral. Neutral. Push. I have to push full. No, we got to push the fuel as well. Yeah, we got to push the fuel. I'll save fuel through the middle sector of the last lap, man. I gotta say it. I gotta push. And I'm gonna push. I'm gonna top up. See if I can stay with him while topping up. I gotta get that battery under control, man. The battery is everything. The battery is absolutely everything. Fuck conserve. Push now. No, dude. The only way we win this is by overtaking on the last lap. There's no way you stay ahead of Max Verstappen. He's got the better tire. He's got the fresher tire. He's got the better car. Everything is in his advantage. Now, this I don't want to top up. I want to have full because we use a lot of battery here. And if the computer uses deploy, he's going to pull away from me. All right. Up there, Lewis. There you go. Around the castle section. No problems here. I'll harvest a little bit. I don't want to use too much battery coming out of this corner. There you go. We're going to start to consume our fuel. We are still within a good range here. And in fact, do I want to... No, attack this corner full. You don't want him to pull away and get the gap before the DRS. The DRS is not here. It's like somewhere up the road. Where is the DRS detection point for this one? Hang on, I'm looking for it on the ground. Where is the DRS detection point? Is it right there? Wait. Where is the DRS detection point for this straight? It's right there. I think I just saw it. I think it was right there. So you got to be after the what's it called? The S. After the S's, so you can't be slow off of that corner, yeah. He definitely slowed down. You can do it. Yeah, he's conserving now as well, which is good. I'm able to get that battery. It's up to 53, so we got it up to half. So that'll get me about half a lap of full pushing before it drains again. And I'm getting my fuel, and I'm getting my tire temps back down, all right? So through this sector, we go top up, we use the fuel, and we push. Yes, we got to stay close with the DRS. Any more back markers? That Magnussen, oh, we're going to catch Magnussen before 51 laps. I know it. Fuck. You know what? What do you guys think about doing an overtake this lap just so I can be the first to get to Magnussen? You know what I mean? If I can get the overtake done this lap, don't have Magnussen in the way. He'll catch me, he'll overtake me again, but at least I won't be in that spot where I accidentally lose the DRS, you know what I mean? No, great idea? Shit, don't even stress it. Dude, I already stressed it 4 times, and no, the back markers are... I have to make the call. I have to make the call. This is my job. I'm the race engineer. He's using a bit of battery. I can tell there. He pulled away. Balance. No, push. We don't want... Yeah, you gotta... You fuck the tires. You saved enough of your tires. You can push them to the end. Oh, God, you gotta go. I think he's gonna get DRS. He might get DRS. He might get DRS. I gotta go. I can't conserve through this corner. He's pushing. I can tell. He's at 9/10 already. Max 9.77. Did he pull out he got out of the DRS. So am I right? The DRS detection point is right there. So I'm not gonna have DRS here, right? Let's see. Nope. I don't have DRS, ladies and gentlemen. Do not have it. Deploy. All right. I have nothing left. Max is definitely pushing. So that idea of getting ahead, Max going to have DRS here. He's going to get DRS. Oh, God. And then I'm going to have to overtake the guy. Fuck me. How many laps left, mate? 4 to go, says Bonington. Oh, he's got it. Come on, stay out of my way. Stay out of my way for this whole straight. Stay out of the way. 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 Why am I slowing down? Why am I lifting? I can hear it in my engine. Why am I gotta push. This is it. This is the race right here. 1.4 behind. Fuck these back markers, man. God, every time you want to overtake, you lose time to them. They're fucking so stupid. All right, so we're just gonna fast forward here with the he's pushing. I'm using my battery and he's pulling away. There's nothing I can do. 1.3. This is the final push I got. This is the final push I got. Right here. If I can get it back to below 1, right here's the last push I got. There's my battery. My battery's gone. My battery is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get back within a second for this straight? My battery is gone. I have no fuel. This is it. I got to get down to within a second on this corner and then the next one as well. But I have no battery coming out of these corners. See, I'm at 0. It's over. It's fucking hell. Would have loved to have delivered the first race win for Mercedes, but the back markers said no. Top up, save your fuel, and bring it home, Lewis. Disappointing day, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I might as well push. Yeah, we might as well push. We'll see what happens. Oh, back markers just ruined everything, man. All right, so I think I saved up enough fuel. I need to get a few more corners done so I can get it back to not at 0. Maybe if let me try. Maybe if Max doesn't push through this sector, push all the way still. Oh, we are. My battery is, I guarantee you, coming off the last corner, my battery is low as can be. It might still drop to 0, right? So we're not going to get the power coming out of the corners. Max he did a good job with those soft tires, man. I was expecting the soft tires to drop, but because I had to push on my medium so hard just to stay, I wasn't able to get the offset of tire advantage. All right, so let's see. 9%, 8%. See what I mean? I don't have any push here. 3 laps to go. Maybe. Can he catch him off this corner? Can he get off this corner? It was only 2%, so I conserved enough now to where I'm not going to be at 0 for the lap. So that's good. Maybe he catches him. I'm out of fuel. I'm out of battery. Max just has to push, and he's got me. Yeah, if Max pushed, he got me. But I'm getting in a slipstream. Maybe a DRS into turn 3. Maybe a DRS into turn 3. Russell, you're doing good, buddy. 3 laps to go. Just bring it home. Maybe a DRS into turn 3.
2 laps remaining.
I'm gonna use my deploy through the middle sector again. I have no battery for. Come on. It's gonna have to be this lap though. I have to conserve. Conserve fuel now. Conserve fuel. Oh my god. All right, we're going to get a chance at it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get a chance at it. Lewis is the GOAT. Oh my god. He somehow got back within range. All right, I have nothing left. I'm going to save my battery. You got to top up a little bit. So you can get... No, and you can't, though. You got to... For the overtake to get done, you have to be there. Fuck me, all right? High overtake aggression. Good luck, Lewis. I'm not going to intervene here. This is Lewis. I'll use whatever DRS I have down the turn 2 straight into turn 3 to try to, with the DRS, get the overtake done. Put defend to medium. No, I'll change that if I get by. Don't worry. I'm not going to put that to medium right now. All right, come on, Lewis. 6/10 back. Now, you got to think that either Max has got a little bit of things to spare, or maybe he's been pushing this entire time to, compete with Lewis. All right, we're definitely close enough to get an overtake done. The thing is, will we have the battery? I don't think we're going to have the battery. To get it done into turn 3. And I won't have any battery to save. I'm going to have to top up. Fuck, man. I don't know what I'm going to do. All right, the fuel should be good. I can conserve the fuel on the last lap. We're there. We got to get this move done. Lewis, it's hammer time, buddy. It's hammer effing time. Set it up, Lewis. Set it up like only you know how. Set it up, Lewis. I'm going to use my DRS down into turn 3. It's the only time to get it done. All right. Here we go. Using fuel. Wait for it. Now. Using deploy now. Here it is. On the last lap in the Baku Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton setting up the move on Max Verstappen. I don't believe it. Max is going for the defense. Lewis around the outside. Will he get it done? He steams by the Red Bull, baby. All right. Harvest, conserve fuel, but push. All right. Harvest and conserve. Keep behind. Always defend. Defend like a fucking maniac. The British man, Lewis Hamilton. It's going to be a drag race down in... Oh. He's pushing. He's getting by through the middle sector. No way, I was defending. Lewis, just it's all this now. It's a drag race. It's side by side. I wasn't able to stay ahead. I was not able to stay ahead. Deploy. He stayed ahead. Top up, save some fuel. Top up and save some fuel. Lewis is ahead of Max Verstappen. Okay. Always defend. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the long straight at Baku to see who wins. We're on board here with Max Verstappen. I have no fuel. I have to leave the fuel where it is, and I have no battery. Harvest the battery. He's going to overtake me down into turn 1. We got to defend. I have no fucking battery. I have nothing. I have no power. I have nothing coming out of this corner. Ladies and gentlemen. Defend. Lewis, you have to just defend it, buddy. You just have to defend it. No, it's not. We might get the overtake back, though. We might get the DRS back. Lewis gets overtaken on the penultimate corner by Max Verstappen. Come on, Lewis. With the DRS. Give him the fuel. Fuck it. Give him the fuel. When it goes to 0, switch back to balanced. Lewis Hamilton on the tail of Max Verstappen. DRS. Oh my God. Go Lewis. Oh, he's not going to get there. And it's a second place finish for Lewis Hamilton. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. We pushed like hell, but the damn Red Bulls and Max Verstappen, it's just too much, man. It's just too much. Woo! The battle from 2021 is back in full. Max, oh yeah, that was a big race win for him. He's not only battling Lewis, he's battling Checo Perez, who gets 3rd place. As we're on board here with George Russell. I told you, 7th place. I told you, we ruined his race. We should have maybe tried the 2-stop, but 25 seconds ahead of Lance Stroll. My God, appreciate it, boss of the Moss. Woo! What a race. That's, you know what? A 1st in a sprint and a 2nd place with our new car parts. 4th race of the year out of 23. We're on the right track. We took it to the Red Bulls this race. And Lewis is very happy. There you go, Lewis. A 2nd place finish. We're back on the podium. Hell yeah, man. Max Verstappen back on the podium. All right, well, Lewis is there, and Checo Perez, the battle of the Red Bulls. Still looking good. This is shaping up to be one of the best F1 seasons of all time. So at the end of the race weekend, Max Verstappen is your Grand Prix victor. 26 points. Lewis Hamilton 18, but 8 plus the sprint race, right? And fastest lap goes to Max. The Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen reclaims the lead with 94 points over Sergio Perez. Lewis Hamilton jumps both Ferraris with a 26-point weekend. Remember, the 8 points from the sprint. We actually only lost out on 6 total points to Max, so that's real good. And George Russell down there in 7th. The Constructors, there we are, trying to catch up to Ferrari and Red Bull. Next up, Miami.